the most wonderful time of the year, everybody. The time of year where all the movies are just about, or Pray for the Devil notwithstanding, really good. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raising Pop with Grant, everybody. Today we are talking about another movie. Surprise, surprise. Movies and TVs we do here, and it's a movie that is a bit of an awards contender, and for good reason. And that movie is Armageddon Time. Armageddon Time is directed by James Gray, who, I don't recognize the name. Let me see what else he's done. James Gray. Is that what you're describing for, folks? Okay, I have not seen any of these. Oh, I've seen Lost City of Zed and Ad Astra. So he's done, previously was Lost City of Zed and Ad Astra, which are both very good. So this makes sense. He wrote and directed it. It is loosely autobiographical, and if it is autobiographical, holy crap, this man really does not like his parents, and probably for good reason. I'll get to it. So, Armageddon Time, despite the title, is not a doomsday film, although it is, in a way, a doomsday of a sort of way of life. The film stars newcomer child actor, Banks Repeta. I hope I pronounced that correctly. He plays Paul Graff. He is a young Jewish boy living in the early 1980s in New York City in the public school system. When we meet him, he is sort of a little bit of a fire starter in his class, a troublemaker, as is his new friend, Johnny, who is played by Jalen Webb, who is an African-American young gentleman. They are both kind of the pariah of the classroom, constantly causing trouble, and they, sneaking off during the field trip to the Guggenheim. And it's, for a large chunk of the movie, this is this boy's coming of age, his friendship with Johnny, until they get caught with a joint. Johnny, of course, is treated pretty horribly. This is a kid who really cannot catch a break beyond just the garden variety horrible racism that goes on, but also just in life. He lives with his sick grandmother, who's going to be taken to a home, and he very likely will be sent into foster care as well. But meanwhile, little Paul, who seems to have it all together and have a pretty privileged life, also isn't having it that great either. He has an understanding but kind of cold mother, an abusive ass father. They're played by Anne Hathaway and Jeremy Strong, parents. And his only closest thing to an adult figure that he really can rely on is his grandfather, Aaron, played by the terrific Anthony Hopkins, in another great performance. After this incident, he is taken to a school partially run by the Trump family. Yes, that Trump family. And when he denies knowing Johnny, and worse yet, hears his newfound classmates making racial slurs and racist remarks against his friend, he informs his grandfather, and he tells him, you gotta stand up for this. You gotta stand up for your friend. You gotta be a mensch. You have to stand up for him. And will their friendship survive this changing of the guard and the changing times of New York, or will it get lost in the shuffle? So Armageddon Time is great. This is a great film, and what I love about this movie is, when I describe that plot to you, it sounds like Eat Your Vegetables, similar to like what Call Jane was. But this movie is not Eat Your Vegetables. Yes, there's social issue elements in it. Yes, there's civics lessons and good messages about, friendship and racism, and also just bigotry in general, including bigotry toward, Jewish people. But wrapped within that, if you don't really want to go to a movie for that, but you want to go to a movie for a great coming-of-age film, it works on that basis, too. It's funny at parts, the characters are really terrific, and I also gotta just really point out, Banks Repeta, I hope I said that name correctly, and Jalen Webb, two of the finest performances from a child actor I've seen in a really long time. You really care about Paul and Johnny's friendship. You love You really buy it, and it also doesn't feel like Paul, like a white savior narrative, because the Paul character, what's really interesting is the movie draws a parallel in a terrific scene that's in the trailer, and in the context of the trailer seems really hokey, but the movie really earns it, at a park, where the grandfather, played by Anthony Hopkins, is talking about how, acknowledging that it's totally different in a lot of ways. The idea that his family was escaped the Nazis and was, kind of brushed aside by everyone too, because he was Jewish, and how it's all just, it's another, crock of horseshit, as he says, that there's all this stuff, basically there's this idea of you have to be purely white, you can't be you can't be othered at all, or else you're not allowed a seat at the table. And thought that was fat, and that's why he wants him really, especially, to stand up for his friend. And the friend, too, the friend himself, the Johnny character, is not a passive character. He's an intelligent character who knows how to get out of situations, and is a smart character. He doesn't need him rescuing him, and he's a fully dimensional character, too. I really loved this film. I loved the complexity of it, I loved the writing of it, but I also just loved the coming-of-age aspect. The fact that the kids in this movie act like kids, they curse, they get into trouble, they act like little shits at times. That's exactly how kids around that age, middle school age kids, act. I really, really loved Armageddon Time. And you know what? Let's end it there. I'm going to give Armageddon Time... You see it, yeah. Bang, 5 out of 5 stars. This is one of the best films of the year. I really loved Armageddon Time. There were 2 other people in my screening of this. Please go see this movie. Please go see this movie. It's phenomenal. Alright. 5 out of 5 stars for Armageddon Time. Let's close the book on it. Trailer trash. Let's talk some trailer trash. Alright. A Man Called Otto. We've talked about this one. Looks like fun. Living. This is a newer trailer for me. Bill Nye's in it. It's going to be great. Looks really good. Didn't really tell me a lot of what it's going to be about. It was kind of a quick trailer, but it looks really good. Babylon looks good. The Fablemans looks good. We've talked about it. Inside, this is one I hadn't even heard of until today. It's Willem Dafoe, and he's robbing. He's trapped in like a high-rise like apartment and tries to escape, and it kind of gets weirder from there. It looks really interesting. And then spoiler alert. We've talked about this one. With Jim Parsons. Looks really good. And was there shawarma? No, there was not. Alright. That is it. We will be back maybe later. I'm going to try to squeeze it in tonight. Probably later tonight. Weird, the Al Yankovic story. I've really been looking forward to that one. Tomorrow we will probably have a review of Enola Holmes 2. Sunday we will have a review of Causeway, starring Jennifer Lawrence and Brian Tyree Henry. And Tuesday we'll have a review of Aqua Teen Forever Plantasm, and next Thursday is Black Panther Wakanda Forever. That'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does, what that's supposed to do, or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's, hey Grant, I like waffles. Really helps out. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, you can check me out on letterboxd.com at RaisedOnPopcornWithGrant. Twitter, I'm at RaisedGrant. You can also find me on Facebook, Raised on Popcorn with Grant. On Serialized, I'm all one word, all lowercase, Raised on Popcorn. Check out my podcast, Raised on Popcorn with Grant, the podcast on Spotify and Anchor. Some of you already have, but even if you haven't, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important, and I want to know down below, what did you think of Armageddon Time? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. Catch you guys next time. Take care. See ya.